storm is being called a 500-year flooding event.
Floridians are going to experience the impacts from this storm for a very long time.
You always prepare for the worst, and you always hope for the best. This hurricane ended up being the perfect storm of everything that we didn't want to see.
Ian was a storm that wasn't even supposed to hit our city. It was predicted to hit in Tampa.
I called one of the mayors up there and I said, you know what, we're going to be here. Good luck.
The forecast was a little uncertain.
You realize the one constant with a hurricane is that you never know what a hurricane's going to do.
I would say between 3 to 2 days that we knew we were not going to avoid this particular storm.
FMIT was here on day one.
We didn't even have to pick up the phone once to call them. They were there.
FMIT makes a promise to its members to be there before, during, and after a storm. And Synergy helps fulfill that promise.
You know, days before the storm, Synergy reached out to me.
We pre-deploy ride-out teams. Could be anywhere from 24 to 48 hours pre-storm.
FMIT team contacted me to let them know we're here, we're on standby.
In this storm, we deployed approximately 40 ride-out teams to various EOCs on the West Coast.
I left at about 7:45 on Tuesday night, and we didn't know what was going to happen. It's always hard to leave your home, and leaving your home and not knowing what you're coming back to, it's hard to comprehend.
The effects from Hurricane Ian were catastrophic. I mean, that's really the only word to describe it.
We had several hard hits. I mean, we had a pier kind of disintegrated.
About 4:30 in the morning, this woman came up to me in the lobby and she just put her phone up in front of me and it showed this grainy picture, bridge collapse. And we're looking at this phone and we're seeing what we were facing. Our lifeline was broken.
We went around looking at the damages. We saw that our downtown was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, we have a reverse osmosis plant, and during the storm that took substantial damage.
The airport sustained pretty extensive damage. A lot of metal buildings, hangar buildings, a lot of structural buildings, hangar doors blown off. Almost every insured asset had some form of damage to it. Out at the lighthouse in Sanibel, there was 2 houses, one on each side of the lighthouse. They're completely gone. There's no visible sign of where those houses went.
FMIT was extremely helpful during the storm. They were professionals. They knew exactly what they needed to do, so we could concentrate on search and rescue and the recovery aspects of our city.
FMIT had already been doing their work, literally building a port on our island so we could have transportation back and forth within a day.
What made the damage in Sanibel unique, while it had its wind damage, there was heavy surge damage. So you have, salt water, 3 to 10 foot inside all buildings, muck, sand. We had contractors and resources on standby, ready and available to assist.
They had barges already secured, they had equipment, they had contractors that could come and clear the roadways.
What's unique about FMIT is that they really believe in a proactive response. What's important about these damage assessment teams is not only to be boots on the ground post-storm, but to also identify where immediate mitigation and stabilization needs are.
FMIT was able to get out with our RO plant that was substantially damaged and mitigate it in the short term so we wouldn't sustain additional losses.
We were able to temp in various roof sections within 3 days post-storm. Not only did this keep the plant operational, but it also protected millions of dollars equipment inside the building.
Not only did they come in to meet our insurance need, they were able to give us resources, talking to FEMA, talking to the governmental affairs people on a state level, on a federal level.
I think the question that any city should ask is, in the event of a catastrophic event, what team do they have in place? You can see FMIT are a clear choice.
You don't know you need something until you really need something.
A city should consider FMIT if they want the confidence in knowing that when a disaster happens, they're going to have a team of people that know how to get the job done.
I think this is a strong partnership and we have been extremely impressed with the work that's been provided through FMIT.